Drive with TK on Hot 93.3 FM. That was Brian with Laura. It is 3:26. With me in the studio are the latest BB Niger finalists. So I've got Isabella with me.
Hi.
What up, what up, what up?
I'm good.
There's Kaybobo.
Hi, it's your boy Kaybobo, Fresh Ass Kitchen.
There's Imisi in the studio.
Hi, people.
And of course, there's Kola.
Hi guys, your Kakop King is here.
Okay, and Sultana. What up?
Hi, guys. The leader of the Sultanate is here.
Okay, so let's get, because of time, let's get quick into it. So I'm just going to do like individually and then we wrap this up real quick. So since, I'm just going to start with you, Isabella. What's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
I'm alright. I'm doing good. So you were like the unapologetic seductress, for the season. But I like to say you were like the lucky one this season. The barest minimum in the task, and you just kept sweeping all the tasks without doing anything. So that you were definitely the lucky one, this season. But you didn't worry, Sha. let's get into
Real.
You didn't worry. You didn't worry. So let's get into the details. At this point you're sweet. The next moment, pretty much with mood swings. It's like your mood will shift, a lot in the season. So one minute you're cuddly, the next minute you're like, screaming at this person in public. Particularly, the guys that you were involved with in the house, which is Kaikumi and Kwainsala. So was that you or in the house, or that's you on a normal day?
So that was me before coming into the house. And now in the house, I had to deal with 28 different people. So a lot of times, even when I'm irritated at something, I just have to deal with it. So now coming out, I've learned how to deal with irritation. Just stay calm, move, and just smile.
You should.
Yeah.
I think even so far with your media rounds, I'm impressed because the level of buzzwords I was expecting, I was like, okay, she's learning. But let's move away from that. Obviously, we're going to talk majorly about your time, on the show. But I'm going to pick this one with Kola, where, you kept saying that he was selfish. I think that was in the final week. And so to the viewers, we didn't understand, where that was coming from. Because for somebody who, in a way, felt jealous, understandably, jealous about his female friendship with Dede, you also did the most, like, in parties with, like, dancing with men's and, just doing your thing. So it was like a situation where it felt like, what exactly did you mean, when you called him selfish?
Okay, so I was never jealous about his friendship with Dede. Because, like, he said they were just friends. And it was so... And I think everybody's selfish. So if he was selfish at some point, I was selfish too. Everybody's selfish. At some point in life, you have to be selfish and think about yourself alone. So I think maybe that's what he was doing at that point.
Would you say you could take what you give?
Yeah, sure.
So with the situation with, Coin particularly, do you think that you could... So for instance, let me give a quick example. I remember you telling Jason, like, oh, no more, because of Sultana, no more dancing with Joanna like this, no more doing this. But it just felt like if Coin did a couple of things, it would trigger you, but you were also doing the most.
Well, Coin said it was fun, so it kept on just being fun.
Okay, so we're gonna move away from that statement. You also had a reputation for saying nasty things about your friend when you're fighting with them or you're arguing with them. So it's like you're really cool, but the moment there's an argument, I'm gonna give an instance: the salute situation with Imisi, and you called her. There was a word before idiots, but I can't say the word on radio. The same with Coin, the same with Kola. I think you were having a conversation with Denario, like, even find yourself, you be like monkey. So it felt like, why do you always have to go all to that length just because you were having issues with people?
Well, I don't know. I think on Sunday when we had the whole pick someone and describe them, I think Kola did a very good description. And if the viewers saw it, then I think they should already know that everybody's angry at some point, and you say things you don't mean. If they're your friends, you resolve, and then you move away from it, and you move on, and I'll go to positivity. And that's what I'm on now.
Okay, moving away from that, your biggest rival this season was Thelma. We just couldn't understand it. And she came here and I had a conversation, with her as well. So with that, because this is how it started, she inviting Kaikumi to the head of our room, right? And knowing that there was not anything necessarily in that relationship, why did it feel so embarrassing to you at the time?
Okay, I don't know how I felt at that time, but I've moved past it.
So what do you think the issue was? with Dede and Joanna right now. I mean, you called one Anglerfish, you called one Dracula. What did you guys know?
Everything was mutual, so we stayed mutual.
Okay, so we're gonna move to Kaybobo. I'm trying to be fast. Hi, Kaybobo.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. The resident chef. I think you were also like the caterer, for the season as well. Well, how you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
And you also secured the finale ticket.
I'll go to God.
Yeah, and you're here. Okay, so first of all, you did not mind spending 10,000 out of the grand finale money.
10 million.
10 million.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a whole 10 million. Talk to me about that.
For this life, you have to make a choice. And
Yeah.
for me, that when the opportunity came, it was more of like, I don't know what's going on outside. But now I've been surviving eviction every week. So for me, it was just more like, okay, I'm close to the money. I know it's not a lot of money left in the bank, but I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself a shot to win. I came in to win. So I'll do what
You have to do what's right for you.
Exactly.
Okay. So the beginning of the season, you started piping hot. Like a lot of people, like Kaybobo, the drama. It was Kaybobo and Mensan 2 times actually. The bread, something like that. There was you and Imisi. There's somebody I'm missing. There was you and Victory as well. With the whole kitchen. So pretty much. And all of a sudden, you just went really mellow. What happened? Why did you just dip like that?
For me, it was just more of like, if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. So for me, when those fights happened, it was just more of like starting to disrespect that I couldn't take. And moving past that, and for me, I started learning how to control my emotions in the house. And whereby I feel like I don't really need to respond to everything. And there was a day in the house where the avatar and Mr. were having an argument, and he still mentioned my name. I could have literally exploded that day, but I didn't give it a shot. So many times I've been provocative in the house, but I just didn't respond. And I just let's how the things go. Instead, I want to show more of my leadership side of me.
Okay, so you didn't want to get into conflicts anymore. That's what it was.
For me, if the conflict came my way, I definitely would have dealt with it. And this one of my party, we got into a conflict. So if you bring the wall, I come, I will do this and do it.
Which leads to my next question, because it was so intense, the things that you said to each other. I'm really shocked because I could never come back from that. So how were you able to come back to a place of friendship with that old
Honestly,
drama?
I would say it's more about mutual connection. And from very jump, it took us weeks. I think we were 3-4 weeks we were not really talking. And so after week 7, we started talking again. And we then really had a conversation again. And she told me how she wanted this friendship to be. And certain way I was talking to her, she didn't like. So I was like, okay, now I understand how you want me to approach you in terms of the side of something.
Yeah. Okay, so she did reach out to you and you guys, stuff
Yeah, we had a
out.
conversation.
Well, glad, because people were hoping, you guys were very hilarious in the beginning. People were even hoping for a shoot there, but you did not give us the shoot. But you used to crack us up. Definitely, used to crack us up with your bangs. But personally, the one fight that was funny to me, Sha, was the you and Victory one, where you kept taking out the protein, putting it back. It was a lot for me to understand. Boy, which one is this one? Are you kitchen prefect or what?
I mean, I was the kitchen prefect.
What's happened?
So for me in the house, it was just more like, okay, when so that week we won it with Jay. Yeah? So I was like, okay, I'm in charge. Yeah. He was on my team, so giving him protein was not a problem. So people always go to the freezer and carry meat, carry fish anytime where they want to cook it now. So just more having a balance of surviving for a week. And people just don't want to maintain.
Why are you bringing the whole thing out? I don't know.
Because he said we should share everything. I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm more carry on. Go share them now. Make everybody collect their own.
I was like, what is wrong with Kaybobo today?
He was just so annoying. He know how to instigate and make you get the anger out of you, and that was what happened between me and Victoria.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the bread war. It was heated. It was really heated.
Yeah.
But this is my question though. You were so sure it was Mensa. You said everything on air. Mr. Mensa could not defend himself. But upon realization that it wasn't Mensa, how did you feel?
Honestly, I feel like I was damn up. Excuse me, I pushed the wrong person in the wrong way, and I apologize to him. But that's one thing about me. If I know I'm wrong, I apologize and move on from it. So that was it from the day.
Yeah. Thank you. We're gonna move to Imisi. Thank you for being fast, by the way. So we move on to our winner of the season. First of all, that gap girl, nobody stood a chance. 42%. It was just so much love. Somebody cracked the joke that if somebody jumps from your pole to the next person's pole, the person's going to injure. And it was just banned online because, that's how much he swept you know, the next, you know, whatever. So clearly you were really loved by the, you know, majority. How did that make you feel? But this is not even just winning, just seeing the amount of love that you had. How does that, you process this here, how does that make you feel?
I still haven't processed it yet.
Mrs. Doctor, I know you're tired, sorry.
I still haven't processed the whole thing yet. I still feel so weird to me because I wasn't expecting that much love. It's very, very much like I really do appreciate it.
But obviously you also, how do I describe you? You had a fierce spirit, like your unwillingness to back down, like pretty much just stand on your ground. I think that personally was something I admired about you. But then, you almost felt like every fight this season included you. Like you were in almost every fight. Imisi and Kaybobo, Imisi and Faye, you know, Imisi and Rude Boy, that was another dirty one. And then you faced them head on, definitely, in one woman army. I'll give you that. But why do you think, because it was always about food or the kitchen. Always about food or the kitchen. Why do you think you constantly got into fights, you know, in the kitchen about food? Every single fight was about that.
Because I care a lot about my baby. Survivor is a thing for me. You can, like, and I don't like people cooking for me because, and these people in the house, they like there's a certain way they love to eat. I don't like to eat. I don't like to eat some certain things they use and eat. I hate pepper a lot. They come, so I really want to eat what I'm comfortable eating. And if people are not comfortable, and I don't think I have a problem. Like you guys don't actually have a problem with me eating what I want because I don't even overeat. So why are you having it? And I think it was the second day we got to the house to because I told you I'm not going to be doing this group thing of a thing. I want to cook my own food. So what, like, and I feel like people were really coming for me because they feel like. So
because they feel, I just want to get a problem because they felt like what was the problem? That's what I want to.
Maybe I was trying to like be alone, do a alone thing, and it's not. I'm not trying to. I just don't want to like. I'm still trying to even relate to me being eating with everybody, cooking. And I don't like. And most it was the guys that was coming from. I felt no, I don't like when guys come from like it's like a threat to me. Like so that's about that.
You did well. So how did you feel when you seized the spoons and, you know, the entire house could not eat with the cutlery? Like, walk me through what was going through your head.
Come again.
So how do you feel knowing that the entire house could not eat the cutleries because of you? Like, what was your thought process when you did that? When you hit the spoons?
Oh my god, I was actually fighting for a friend. I was fighting for Isabella. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because later that day, after the whole Isabella stuff happened, then Kola came upstairs with Bright and all of that. They brought my own drink for me. Then I told Kola that if like this is like it was about me and Isabella, then now you came to me alone without going to meet her, and like she now felt so alone. Like I really felt bad that if you don't give her that drink, then I'm not going to drink. Though when I took the spoon, when Jason caught me, I said, act like you didn't see me.
So Jason knew.
He caught me.
Okay.
It caught me. So I felt like he ran out. Okay, he ran outside immediately to like to go and call Kola. Then Kola came to me that, oh, why are you doing this whole thing like? And I said that if they don't give me my drink, I'm not going to drop it. So Kola brought the drink, and I said, what about Isabel? Say like it's none of his business. Blah 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 blah. I said no. If you don't bring for Isabel, because this is a like. They were trying to like separate her from the other people, and I really felt bad about that. Like, if you don't bring it for her, so definitely I feel like they got what like it's a reward for what they did. Yes, now because you didn't give it to her, so like, and she felt very very bad doing that. Even the next day, till Saturday, or that Saturday, she was still feeling very very bad. Yeah, so and that's just about that. Yeah.
Okay. Of course, speaking of Kola, I'm going to touch on it. For you, what was it that was, because you had a couple of friends, but Kola stood out for you. Like, you always wanted him to be good, you know, you cared about him so much, and you could see it. What was it about Kola that just was so special?
Kola is an amazing person.
Is the way the tone of your voice even...
Oh no.
Go ahead, yeah.
Kola is an amazing person, and he cares about me as much as... as much as he cares about me,
Okay.
like, yeah, it's about that. It's not like it's just emotions and emotions. Yeah.
My next question, but this is for you particularly as the winner of the show. How do you intend to stay relevant, like, you know, in the long run, just when the whole fame sort of, you know, fizzles down a little?
Sincerely, I don't know about this whole fame thing, so I feel I'm going to like ask people, like people that really have knowledge about this fame thing. They should all of a sudden they just go back to, yeah, so I'm going to seek for, how am I going to, because I'm very young and I'm new to this, so I'm going to seek for people's advice and know what I'm going for, yeah.
Just curious, is your favorite song Oblé?
Ah.
Is that your favorite song?
No, for the season I would say yes. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's move to Kola. I don't have time. I'm a Kola's on plenty. I don't even know where to start. Of course, you were very fashionable, and I mean, your fashion was very mature, but you were also like the calculated whisperer or talebearer, you know, of the season. I'm sure you've heard that a lot. Where do I even start? Okay, so first of all, let's start from, help me make sense of this. Zita picks you as head of house guest. Yay, I'm happy you accepted. And the next thing, you are apologizing to Dede. Why?
So, to be honest, I feel like a lot of things happen in the house that wasn't captured. And I think at the end of the day, as a viewer, you're going to see things from one standpoint from the camera angle. You're not going to see every conversation that was had. And to be honest, that was, it doesn't just like, it didn't add up. But a lot of times, I think it is what it is, and I've moved on to it.
Okay, moving on from that, because we still have to, you know, talk about, you know, things that happen in the house. What was your strategy or shift? Like going into the house, were you thinking, you know, what strategy can I play? Was it shift for you?
To be honest, not at all. I went to the house, and I wanted to be in the moment, be myself. And I'm a selfless person, like I'm a selfless romantic person, and I think it was what it was. I did not think of anything other than that. I think if I wanted so badly to be in one, I could have gone to any other person. I could have done anything, but at the end of the day, that was what it was, and yeah, pretty much it.
I gotta talk about just a little bit, because you know, it was giving, Kola just wants like an aesthetics, you know, ship, and you spoke about, you know, her looks a lot. But then, I mean, you said, you know, you made comments like, you know, I think when people look at us, you know, they think we look good. When Dede particularly came back from the secret room, you said, you are my storyline. So can you see how the performative that could have looked?
At the end of the day, I would say that everyone, like, it's a reality TV show.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone came on that show doing what they needed to do for themselves to make it through to the very end. I would say that I was on the show being myself. I think that was the most important thing for me. When I actually made that statement, I just said it more like everyone, like there's literally, everyone has to, if you think of somebody, there's something that has to come to your mind. And that was just what I meant by that. It wasn't like a thing I was, it wasn't pretty much that.
Okay. We're going to move on from that. Let's just talk about Jason, because I feel like you've spoken about Dede a lot. You did mention that you had not really said anything negative or talked about Jason, you know, some type of way. But then there were just few instances, you know, where you compared him a lot in the arena game. Statements with Bright, like, you know, it's the people I'm in this competition with that is even making me mad. If it was Bright, I'll understand. The situation where he was rapping, I don't make breakfast in Big Brother's house. You also kind of started it with insinuating that, you know, don't catch STD. But then you went to tell Dede that he was the one that, you know, just went full on. So what do you mean by you were not having any conversations about Jason when you told people about that?
To be honest, regarding Jason, I have no words.
Okay. You guys have, is that bad?
No. I just don't have any words about it. Like, it's, you know, it is what it is.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I just one question though. Where do you stand now with, you know, Dede, Jason, both of them?
Right now, to be honest, I never knew that outside the house there was a huge thing regarding me.
Yeah.
I never knew I was trending every single time in regards to what was going on in the house.
Yeah.
I thought I came on that show and it looked like I was not like a strong link or strong character in the house. So coming out and seeing all the love and seeing all the all my knights falling for me and defending me and seeing me for who I really was, it really meant the world to me. And that's all I care about right now. I'm focused on me, focused on my life, focused on my career. And like my Isabella would say, game over.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Sultana, but before that, you made us really laugh where you were like, you know, I don't want to fight, I'll break the TV. And then when you were eating without Steve.
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, I'm on national TV.
All right, Sultana, real quick. That was funny. Northern Queen, you were like the storm and the stillness at the same time, you know. And of course, you won, you know, HOH. at the most crucial time. First of all, earlier this season, you have the reputation of just maliciously gossiping about people, particularly Dede. I know you've heard this a lot, but this is where I'm coming from. Watching the show on day 2, you said things like you saw her, during the auditions, and she had a wig and eyeglasses, and you said stuff like she was insecure. Sometime, I think between week 1 and week 2, of course you've heard about this one, saying that the only thing fascinating about her is what is there, like the physical appearance. And I think, I'm not sure, but somebody chipped in, no depth, and you affirmed that. How did you get to that conclusion just day 2?
I didn't get to that conclusion. I just repeated what someone said. It was the conversation we were having, and then it was a continuation of the conversation we were having, and I just repeated what the person said.
You repeat?
Plus the whole medical thing.
Yeah.
I didn't just mention Dede, I mentioned Joanna, I mentioned the people that I saw there, and then whatever that was said, you can have a perception of somebody. You can see me now and just have a perception, it doesn't mean that that person is like that, but then you just have this perception.
But are you saying that you did not say that there's no depth to her?
I repeated what was said.
But you did say there's nothing fascinating about her look.
I repeated what was said.
No, I watched this conversation actually. You did say, I watched it, that's why this is funny. You did say,
I repeated
you see
what was said.
Sultana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So did you say that there's nothing fascinating about, the only thing fascinating about Dede is just her physical appearance, or not?
We were having a conversation, and like I said, I repeated what was said.
So you're saying that's a no?
I repeated what was said.
Okay.
I just repeated what was said.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to sound in business though, because I watched this one, so that's why this is funny to me.
Well, the thing is, if you bring up any other thing that I had said, I would tell you. I said, I would tell you. I said.
Okay. So moving on, a lot of people felt you were not remorseful as well, and this is not about apologizing, in public, pretty much to Dede, about the box incident. Do you think that's true?
Okay, so at first people have their own. Number one, people will have their own opinions. That's one. Secondly, before the apology outside, I already did it in the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Was it to her?
Yes, I did to her.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think you were remorseful about the situation?
I don't think I was remorseful. I don't think I am remorseful.
Okay. We move on from.
I am remorseful. I don't think I am.
Okay. No, I'm talking about the situation though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on from that. You had an opinion. I think it was the second to the last day about Imisi being in love with, Kola, and that's why she and Dede had drifted. How did you come to that conclusion?
Oh no, I said, and it was to my friend.
It was to Jason.
It was to my friend. I said to Isabella, I said that Imisi is. No, it wasn't. I didn't say she was falling in love. I said it was seeming like she was going to have something to do with it, and it was beautiful.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Okay, I have a message here from a fan of yours. Just to wrap this up, she says, "Sultana, my beautiful baby, my northern goddess, love you so much, and I wish you God's protection, favor upon you, amen." And this is from Mommy Cheesy.
Thank you so much, Mommy Cheesy.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna, end it there. Thank you guys for coming on the show. But you guys gave us a show. All of you this season definitely gave us a show. Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough time, so we'll just wrap it up there.
Thank you
for
so
coming.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping the time. Thank you for the questions there. You.
She won't don't them.
Next season, we're not going to come here. Please, what's your station? Where do you listen
Hot
to
FM.
it? Hot FM. Where
Oh my gosh, I know over there.
Where do you listen to it?
Okay.
Like an app or so.
What's that?
Yeah, where do you listen to it?
There's a link. Nice 3.3. Should I send you the link?
Yes.
Okay, you want to hear what it is?
Should I end
How
the
do you
live?
listen to what I was